Imagine you are explaining an important concept to your team, and someone at the table gives you this exact look. That slow, deliberate smile is a calculated, passive-aggressive attempt to assert superiority without having to say a single word. The person looking at you like this has a very specific goal. They want to break your concentration. By signaling to the room that your ideas are amusing or irrelevant, they are trying to make you second-guess yourself and feel self-conscious mid-presentation. Most people fall into the trap of reacting emotionally. They stop their presentation entirely, get defensive, and ask out loud what is so funny. To neutralize this behavior, we are going to use a concept called frame control. We will break down exactly how to apply it using a precise 4-step behavioral sequence aimed at reclaiming the room's focus. By regulating your own emotional response, you block their attempt to hijack the room's attention. You retain your social authority instead of handing it over to someone trying to undermine you. Step 1 is the anchor. The exact second you detect that smirk, you must consciously suppress any visible annoyance. Do not frown, do not sigh, and keep your body language entirely neutral. Once a smirk is detected, your reaction splits, stopping mid-sentence or maintaining pace. Halting signals rattled confidence and lost composure. The correct path is finishing your thought completely. This proves you remain unaffected, keeping the room's frame in your hands. Once that sentence is finished, we move to step 2, the shift. Stop talking entirely and let a heavy, noticeable silence fill the room. Allow that silence to hang for a moment. Then slowly turn your head, look the person straight in the eyes, and lock your gaze. As you establish eye contact, your face must be unreadable. Do not offer a polite smile, and avoid furrowing your brow into an angry glare. You must keep an entirely blank, analytical facial expression. This combination of sudden quiet and a deadpan stare catches the individual off guard. They expect you to either ignore them or get visibly angry. By doing neither, you destabilize the logic of their attack. Now that you have their undivided attention, you need to speak. To prevent any stuttering or emotional snapping, you must use a pre-memorized script. You will ask them this exact question. You seem amused. Is there something specific you would like to contribute to what I just said? The first half of that sentence, you seem amused, is highly intentional. It acknowledges their behavior directly, making it clear you noticed the smirk, without treating it as a legitimate threat. The second half asks for a specific contribution. This pivots the focus from their silent mockery to a demand for professional, constructive input, which a smirk alone cannot provide. The way you deliver these words requires strict control. Keep your vocal tone flat, monotone, and entirely devoid of emotion. By framing your confrontation as a calm, professional question, you remain perfectly composed. It forces the passive-aggressive intent of their smirk into the open, while you look entirely rational to the rest of the room. Immediately after delivering the script, you execute step 4, the hold. You stop talking and you keep staring at them. Do not break eye contact and do not blink. Allowing the silence to stretch out with this intense visual focus creates immense psychological pressure. Under that scrutiny, their arrogant smile will likely fade. Because they weren't prepared to actually speak, they are often forced to stammer or offer a weak apology as they try to come up with a response. This works because a smirk relies entirely on deniability. It is a tool for those who want to criticize without taking the risk of making an actual argument. By holding that unblinking stare, you eliminate their deniability. You force them to justify their behavior in front of the group, successfully transferring the social pressure from yourself back onto the person who initiated the attack. Completing this sequence achieves your primary goal. You have taken a hidden act of disrespect, dragged it directly into the light, and neutralized its power to distract you. Because they will likely struggle to provide a professional answer to your question, the dynamic of the room shifts. You have moved the attention from your speech to their inability to explain their own behavior. A person of high value holds the room accountable to their presence. They do not allow silent acts of disrespect to slide by unaddressed. To make this work under pressure, you need muscle memory. Stand in front of a mirror, practice holding a perfectly blank stare, and recite the script until natural. This sequence trains your mind to remain unshakable under pressure, ensuring that you maintain your composure regardless of the tactics others use to disrupt it.